What's up, swingers? In the last episode, or between episodes, you missed Seth killing a
Elizel.
That's what they're called?
Yes.
That's such a weird name when you have bokoblins and mobloblins and...
My blah 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 blahs.
And, like... Yeah, because, like, why would... They look like they're in a similar grouping as those two. Oh, well. Anyways, you got Sassy playing
his stick's
again.
On fire.
That is a fire. It's not anymore.
It's
and
no
you
longer.
got me, Logan, here complaining about Naruto.
It's no longer a fire dick, Logan.
So anyways, Neji's eyeballs are called the Byakugan. And just to recap, in case you forgot, Seth, because you probably do. Sharingan copies Jutsus and has minor illusionary powers.
Yep.
That's what we know of at this point in the show. That's all we know of until we meet Itachi, which is, is not until sometime after the Chunin exam. Right?
Itachi's an Uchiha, right?
Yep, he's Sasuke's older brother that murdered Sasuke's entire family. And when I say family, I don't just mean his mother and his father. I mean his mother, his father, his aunt, his uncle, his grandpa, his grandma, his other grandpa, his other grandma, his cousins, their parents, his eighth cousin twice removed, their parents, literally everybody. Everybody who had the potential of having red eyeballs like Sasuke, they all died.
That seems hateful.
Yeah. And that's like Itachi's whole thing for the first half of Naruto. Was literally hate. He's like, Sasuke, you can't kill me. You don't have enough hate. Come back to me when there's more hate in your eyes. Which, I'll get to why that's
raw.
I'll get to why that's a really big plot hole later, swingers. But for now, we're just talking about the Byakugan. Now, the Byakugan does not work like the Sharingan. So, anyone with the Byakugan just has these pale white eyes constantly, but when they turn them on, they get more intense and get super veiny around the eyeballs, right? And what the Byakugan does is it sees your opponent's chakra pathways, like the energy flow, kind of like blood veins, and they can see like the pressure points for the chakra, and that allows them to just poke you right there and turn off your chakra flows, so you can't fight back. It's kind of like Ty Lee in Avatar.
Yeah, but Ty Lee's like so much cooler.
Yeah, probably. And
oh god. Oh hey, headshot.
Neat. So, that's what Byakugan does, and that's all Byakugan does, pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
And when they first bring up Byakugan, Kakashi's like, yeah, Byakugan's actually more powerful. The Uchiha developed the Sharingan as a ripoff of the Byakugan. Right?
Yeah.
And not until... And then we get the Mangekyo Sharingan, which, like, one eye of the Mangekyo Sharingan lets you shoot black flames called Amaterasu, which cannot be put out except by the person who lit them. Right?
That's a very bullshit power.
And the other one is the Tsukiyomi, which is the most powerful genjutsu there is. And what it does is it literally creates this world that the person, like this illusionary world where the user has full control and can do whatever they want to the person under the genjutsu. Like Itachi uses it on Kakashi one time and just stabs him for 72 hours straight in what ends up being like a second in the real world.
So why did he go ahead and stab somebody for 72 hours?
Torture. You died again.
I was barely poking there. That's a hell of a shot for a computer to make.
Sure. Anyways, so... And then when you combine both eyes of the Mangekyo Sharingan, you get Susanoo, which is this big chakra armor thing.
So do you think we should just do a death montage of every time I die in Master Mode?
Maybe, but we'll have to finish the game first, and At this rate, I don't know if you can.
I was just doing peachy.
Uh-huh. How many? You've died like 3 times this session.
Some of that was bullshit, and you know it.
Sure. No, it's been like 4 or 5 times this session, because you got killed by that one archer like twice.
Yeah, but I didn't die after that.
You just did.
Like, not 2 or 3 times.
You died once before that. To the Lizel. That you didn't see. Like in the first 30 seconds of the first episode we recorded today, Seth.
Why isn't this one dying? There we go.
Yeah. So, like, anyways, the point was, they tell us early on that Byakugan is the better version and Sharingan is literally just a ripoff, right?
Yeah?
We find out much later that not only is that not remotely true, Sharingan is definitely by far the better of the two.
Wait. Spiked Boko bow? I had a strengthened Lizel bow. Or a Lizel bow. What happened to it?
Did you use it or drop it?
I picked it up over here.
Was that before or after you died?
It was, before. No, don't go up there. That's suicide.
You might not have gotten it because you died.
So I'm probably gonna use some bomb air. Oh, don't you fucking dare. Alright, do I have a strength potion? I feel like I do.
I see a yellow potion which might be lightning resistance.
It is.
Maybe you should eat one of those.
It's probably not gonna save me. Alright, just give me some bomb arrows. Fuck it. Wait, hold up.
Why aren't your bomb arrows exploding?
I have... Oh, it's raining.
Bomb arrows don't work in the rain?
That's my guess. I literally have... I hit him in the eyeball.
Huh. Neat. Wait, there, I saw something move to your left.
Yeah, no, Really, the loot that was here before is gone now? Motherfuck. Alright. I'm gonna pull off this shot. I swear is he real as easy.
It's not a hard shot. You did not pull it off. There you go.
Goddamn time. There's more. I know there's more. 1.
2.
Where's the second? Further up?
Maybe I was thinking that chest was 1.
Alright. This is gonna be a... I want him to turn towards me so I can hit him in the head.
So want to hear some other dumb stuff about Naruto, Seth?
You mean like the plot?
Yeah, like literally about the plot this time. Wanna?
Yeah.
So, Madara Uchiha. He ends up being the big bad guy of the whole series because apparently there's Uchiha that aren't dead beyond Sasuke and Itachi. Except Madara was dead until he stopped being dead.
Okay. I thought some other bitch was the big...
I'm getting to that. So Madara Uchiha... Okay, so you know how Naruto has the nine-tailed fox in him?
Yeah.
Well, just so you know, at the beginning of Shippuden, we find out that there are 8 other demons with, 1 through 8 tails.
Yeah.
We actually find out about one of them in in pre-Shippuden because Guard's demon, Shikaku, is the one tail, and it's like a raccoon thing. Which apparently looks like a big thing in Japanese lore, like of foxes and raccoons hating each other. Or, I should say tanuki, not raccoon.
What's the difference?
Couldn't tell you, Bob. Anyway, so Gaara has the one-tails in him, and there's 7 others. There's a 2-tailed cat, there's a 3-tailed turtle. The 4-tail, I want to say, is a goat thing.
It's a goat demon.
I think it's called the ram, but it really doesn't look like one. 5, 6, 7. 7 might be the ram thing, actually. 5, 6, 7, I don't know off the top of my head, but 1... Oh, no! The 4 tails of gorilla named Son Goku. Or Son Wukong.
Sangokan?
Yeah. 5, 6, 7. One of them's a flyer. One of them's this weird ram thing. It's white. It doesn't look like a ram at all, but I think it is considered one. I think that's the 7-tail maybe, and I don't know the 5-tail at all. And then there's the 8-tail, which is an octopus that Killer Bee has in him, right? And the Akatsuki, who are the secret villains, or the villain secret organization that everyone knows about, are the ones collecting all these demons for their plans, right? And so we don't really know what their plan is for a long time, but eventually we discover that their plan is to create the 10 Tails, which apparently all 9 of the demons were originally one entity that had 10 tails and was way stronger, right? And the reason they want to revive the 10 tails is not something most of the Akatsuki are aware of, but so that Madara Uchiha can come back to life and become the 10 tails Jinchuriki, which means he's gonna zuck the 10 tails into himself. And
why do you say zuck?
Because Flob says zuck.
Oh my god. Who cares?
You literally asked, so I told you. I'm just saying where I picked it up. I'm not saying like I did it on purpose or anything. Anyways, so... And then, after Madara Uchiha becomes the 10 tails Jinchuriki, he's gonna shoot his eyeball at the moon to project an infinite Tsukunomi over the whole world so that the whole world can be happy forever. But it won't be real happiness because they're all under illusion. Right?
Okay, so it's like taking depression meds. It's not real happiness.
Okay, but the difference is depression meds do actually allow for real happiness.
Briefly.
No, if you if you get the right ones for you, they really are very good. Obviously, meds aren't necessarily always the only thing you need to treat it, but they're a good first step after you've recognized you have a problem.
That thing has an eyeball.
It
had an eyeball.
So, Madara Uchiha ends up getting the 10 tails, right?
Yes.
And he does end up becoming his Jinchuriki, right?
Oh no.
You have shock resistance still. Running. Ah! You didn't run good enough.
I wanted my hammer back.
Okay, Thor. You wanted the hammer that got electrified back?
Yes.
Okay. So, Madara does become the 10 tails Jinchuriki, right? And so he's a super powerful, BS overpowered guy that Might Guy dicks on. And I'll get to why that's kind of BS to an extent later.
But his name is Might Guy.
It's super dope that he does, but logically it doesn't make any sense. And people are going to be like, no, Logan, it makes perfect sense. And I'm going to be like, not really, no.
Yeah, no, like... Ichigo beating Aizen doesn't make any sense.
No, Ichigo trained for a whole year and an hour. It's like how Vegeta destroyed Cell by training all day one time.
Yeah, but Ichigo didn't fucking train.
Yeah, he did.
Not really.
No, Ichigo trained for like a year. Did you not know that? Did you not remember that? When Ishin and Ichigo go into the wormhole after Aizen, they stop in there because that wormhole has, like, time flows funny in that wormhole, and that allows Ichigo to train with his inner whatever it's called, Zangetsu.
His sword spirit.
Yeah, who is turns out his sword spirit was actually his hollow spirit the whole time, and the other guy in there is actually the manifestation of his Quincy powers and is literally Yawak.
Yeah, no.
Which is...
Bleach is stupid.
Yeah.
Bleach is so stupid.
Yeah. But... Anyways, so... Madara's Jinchuriki, Ten Tails, super busted, right? And so the creator of Naruto, I forget his name. I can actually
Stop running away, bitch.
kill all the others then. Why?
He's on the lowest health. He needs to die first.
No, because you could have used the time to put others to lower health.
No, Logan, it's all about managing your Poke.
Yeah, you did it poorly. Anyways, so Madara Uchiha, super powerful, super busted, super OP, right?
Yep.
And the creator of the show apparently figured that out, that he made a way too powerful villain.
Aizen.
No, Madara. Who, by the way, is weaker than Nappa.
Okay, most anime villains are weaker than Nappa.
I believe the creator actually praised Jinchuriki Madara, said that he was about on par with Nappa. Which I don't believe, because Nappa could blow up a planet, and I don't think Madara could do that.
Yeah, no, Nappa is actually surprisingly strong compared to other anime villains or protags.
Nappa could kill Superman.
Probably.
Honestly, if you actually stop and think about it and ignore what Death Battle horrendously screwed up with when figuring out who's the strongest, Superman can't blow up a planet, Nappa can. I think that hands down makes Nappa stronger.
Well, there's a couple other issues. They said that Kai Blast was exactly...
We can complain about Death Battle some other time, Seth.
Yes, because Death Battle had Starscream lose to a pony.
We can complain about Death Battle some other time. I want to tell you why Naruto's dumb still.
Death Battle's so much worse. The only thing...
No, let me tell you. So Naruto, the bad guy is so powerful, right? And the creator of the show realizes he's too strong, right?
Yep.
So guess what he does?
What?
He makes a new villain that's even more powerful.
That's not what you do.
Yeah.
That's really not what you do.
To deal with the fact that he wrote himself into a corner by making a bad guy that was too powerful, he made a more powerful bad guy.
What you do is then you have the heroes find a way to deal with how OP their villain is.
They literally were doing it too. Like, Sasuke... Okay, so first of all, power of friendship, let's be real here, is Naruto. That's
Power of boners, really.
No.
You're right, it's not Bleach.
Anyways, so... They were, like, Naruto and Sasuke literally were figuring out how to beat Madara. Like, they had... Because Madara had this weird technique where, like, there were 4 invisible hymns fighting at the same time as the visible hymn. And nobody could see it, except for Sasuke, who's got a new, even more souped-up eyeball that we haven't even talked about yet. Which is called the Rinnegan, which we eventually find out is just the Sharingan, but again.
This is so stupid. Why are we talking about this?
Because you're letting me, sort of.
No, we should talk about Death Battle, because I can get more involved.
We can talk about Death Battle next episode.
Logan, it's so bad, though. The only one they ever got right, or one of the two, was Godzilla vs. Gamera. But I still think Godzilla should have dicked on Gamera. It shouldn't even be close.
I will say this. I believe they got the one with Roronoa Zoro right, but I've never seen...
Who does he fight?
Some chick, I think, from Fairy Tail, I think. But I've never seen Fairy Tail, so, like... I don't know 100% sure it's accurate, but my brother Matt says that he didn't think it was at first until he found out that Roronoa Zoro just kind of cleaved a mountain in half one time without even touching it. And yes, Seth, I know Meliodas did that too. But
with a stick.
But 7 Deadly Sins blows. And the difference between Zoro's mountain and Meliodas' mountain... Zoro's mountain was fighting back.
That doesn't sound like my problem.
No, it sounds like Meliodas is because he's a tiny little baby.
That's the weakest we ever see him. By far.
I mean, to be fair, Zoro's probably stronger now. Zoro is using a sword right now that's eating his arm.
Did you see that stabby?
But Seth, I've told you how metal Zoro is before, but Zoro is so metal that through willpower alone, the sword that he was eating his arm, he got to give his eaten arm back.
Was it just like, hey, you're not being a bro right now?
No, it's like okay. So basically, what the sword does is it helps use armament hockey. I think it uses like a super powerful armament version of armament hockey. But when it does that, it drains the user, apparently his flesh away, and Zoro is like, that's mine, give that back. And the sword listened, because the sword realized if it had to fight Zoro, it would lose. Or like, it would, like, respected his willpower or something. Only one other person had ever successfully wielded that sword, and it was, Odin Kazuki, I think is their family name. I don't quite remember. But that dude was powerful.
Wait.
Okay.
Why did that kill me?
I'm thinking we're going to call that an episode. I'm starving, so I'm going to go grab food, and we're going to eat it during the next episode. And by we, I mean me.